Cyle Larin has had a tough start to life at Club Brugge after his transfer this past summer, but he is now being linked to a move to join a top 5 league and maybe even one of the best leagues in world football, as he is being linked to struggling 19th place Cadiz, who have been in a huge relegation battle this season with only 2 wins, sitting on 11 points and have only scored 9 goals. They're looking to acquire the best goal scorer in Canadian football history in 27-year-old Cyle Larin. He's being linked through a Spanish outlet, and this is a very interesting transfer link for Cyle Larin and a great rumor. Of course, the talk now is going to be, is this a great move for Cyle Larin? Is it the right move, or even should he be leaving Club Brugge so soon? For me, this is definitely a move he should explore or definitely try to make happen, as it also is being talked about in the article that does state that he is being linked to Cadiz, that this might be looking at possibly a loan deal as well, but he is valued at $6 million on transfer market, as it could be either a loan or a permanent transfer for Cyle Larin to head out to Spanish side at Cadiz, and this would be a very interesting move, and for me, a very exciting move. You look at La Liga, it's one of the best leagues in the world. He'd be playing for a struggling side in 19th place in Cadiz, who struggle to score goals. Look at them, they're on 9 goals. They're up front, their strikers, their number 9s are very much aging. You have Lucas Perez, who is an ex-Arsenal striker, and you also have you'd have a comrade from CONCACAF in Anthony Lozano, and up front, they really lack that killer instinct, that lack to get in behind, to push that back line of opponents, as well as they have Alvaro Negredo. And this is a very aging Cadiz side, like I say, guys, and Cyle Larin will fit in perfectly here for them. They're looking for a nice goal scorer who can provide the finish for them, they can create chances for. They got the creators. The chances are begging. They need someone to put it in the back of the net, and Cyle Larin is that man for me. You got to look at how it's done at Club Brugge for him. Yes, you could look at the possibility of he would still be having Champions League football. He could still prove himself there. He is not going to truly get the chance to get 2 or 3 games in his belt to start for Club Brugge. They're going to have fixture congestion with the Belgian Cup and everything going around that, but Cyle Larin is a guy who needs to start 2 or 3 games to prove himself, to start consistently, and he is a man who needs to start from the get-go. He needs to get in the starting lineup, and he needs to start right off the kickoff. And he needs to get 60, 70 minutes, 50, 60 minutes into his belt, and then someone come on for him. At Club Brugge, he's not been given the game time to flourish, to be able to show himself, to prove himself, like we all know as Canadians that he truly can do. Cyle Larin would be brilliant for Cadiz. He'd be a player who can run in behind, who can create space, who can create overloads out wide. He can play out wide as well, and he can also get behind the back line, stretch that back line, or even score goals in the air. Cyle Larin would be a perfect contribution for Cadiz. A win for them, and they're up to 15th place. He could definitely prove himself in a top league like La Liga. He'd be playing against some top professionals every single week, and this would be a huge move for Cyle Larin. To be able to go out and prove himself, to be able to start every single week for Cadiz, and to probably push them out of relegation if he goes there and can do it. Just like Ike Oguel helped with Troyes last season, I think Cyle Larin could do it and do it even better with Cadiz. He's only 27 years of age. He's still a decently younger footballer in his prime right now, in his pomp, and I think Cyle Larin going to Cadiz would be a brilliant transfer. At Club Brugge, he's not going to get the game time we all know he needs, and of course, as Canadian footballing fans, we all know Cyle Larin is so much better starting off the get-go in a match. He's not better at coming on in a cameo appearance, getting 15-20 minutes to come on his game changer. Yes, he still can do that, but where Cyle Larin flourishes, where he does his best footballing work, is coming on at the start of a football match. Right at the kickoff, starting the starting lineup, and that's where he would be with Cadiz. Like I said, Cadiz is relying on an ex-Arsenal striker in Lucas Perez. They have another CONCACAF player there in Honduran, Anthony Lozano, and as well as Alvaro Negredo. They have a very, very aging striking core, and they need someone who has legs, who can push the back line, who can win balls in the air, who can continue to keep pressing and making those runs in behind the back line, and Cyle Larin truly is that man, and I think this would be a brilliant transfer for him. Guys, this is coming through a Spanish outlet, a very decent Spanish outlet as well. So it'd be very interesting to see if this can pick up some legs, and maybe he can earn himself a move in January, as I think we're going to still see a lot more Canadian moves coming up. We're going to also have a Marco Busto transfer coming up as well. So guys, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Drop a like and hit that sub button. We're going to keep going and keep pushing for more content, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.